Hi guys, Len's Garden Tractor and Redneck Builds. In this video, we're gonna put a snow pusher blade on this Toro wheel horse. That's what this video is going to be about. Now I've got an old one here that I had got given to me years ago, and I had put it on the other wheel horse over there, but it didn't lift it far enough. So I've got a piece here that I got from a hot water tank, and I'm going to try and adapt it to fit on there. It's going to fit on the front like you normally would put things on there. That'll make it swivel up and down. And then I switched those around. So I'm going to have braces come up and lock into here. And then have it so I can just easily put it on and off. So I'm going to cut these off here. And then they'll go into that. So you got different settings that you can angle it. How I'm going to lift it yet, I don't know. Whether I do have a winch, so I might put it at the back. I think I have room here to put it around there. But that's what this video is going to be about. To see if I can get a snow pusher on this tractor. What I'm going to work with is some angle iron. Just scrap pieces of steel. So I'm going to transfer these pieces over onto this one. This is a nicer chunk of steel. It's bigger. This one's kind of beat up. That one's in better shape. So this piece would go in here. I put a bolt in there. And then you can angle it. Only one position though. So I'm going to reuse this again. Maybe beef it up a bit. This piece here, this will hook into the wheel horse. It's kind of flimsy. I might beef it up a bit too with some angle iron here. Make it a little heavier. Weld them in there. So this is the old one that was on here. It's about 9 inches. And then I'm going to go with these. And they're about 12 inches. So it's going to be 3 inches longer. Should go up higher. So I got 4 angle irons to work with. And a bunch of pieces. So that's what this video is going to be about. Whether I put a lever on here to lift it, or rig up the winch and have a button on there. I'd rather have that. If I can do that, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully it's not too hard on the battery. But anyways, that's what this video is going to be about. Stick around. The first thing we've done was to drill holes in these. So where's that bolt go? You can put the bolt in there, and then they're gonna have one at the top, one on each side, and one at the bottom. Not the fanciest holes. There was already holes in these, so they kind of were in my way. But anyways, as long as it works, that's what counts, right? Well, that's the first step done. Just to give you an idea of how it's going to look. So this is where the blade is going to go. And this is going to fasten to the tractor. So I just got them clamped on there, but I'm going to bolt them on there. And that way, when that raises, it's going to raise up straight. It won't go like this. It'll go up straight and come down straight. Just to give you a kind of idea what's going on. So instead of going this way, this is what I had before. I cut that off already. But that went on there, hooked on there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of duplicate what's on the ears here. It's heavier dutier. This is kind of flimsy. I want to make it somewhat strong. So I've got a good chunk of steel here. It's over 1/4 inch thick. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to stick the sides on. And this pin is going to be like that. That locks into the wheel horse. So that'll lock in there. But yeah, I'm going to weld them together. I got to have the pin sticking out so I can open the hood. So I'm going to use this square tubing to have the pin come out a bit. Yeah, so I'll get that welded up and bring it back on. Well, we got some real heavy plate in here now. I think the weakest point now is going to be, hang on a second. I got a 3/8 pin in here, which is holding this up. So I think this is going to be the weakest link now. Now if that shears, I'm pretty sure I can put a 1/2 inch pin in there, in its place. But no, this is pretty heavy. Just goes up like that. That puts it in. Now I'll put my pieces on. Well, we welded this up. This is going to be our bracket that hooks up to the tractor. We'll put that on right now. Here, I'll put you on the tripod. Yep. I think it's heavy enough. So that's going to hook up to there for that bottom support. Now just to get the rest of it on, the front part on. I think that's heavy enough. Well, that's where we are at the moment. Hot, hot, hot. what I'm trying to do, I took the old blade, this one, cut it down. I'm going to try and make a new one of these. This piece. That one there is a little thicker steel. And that's going to go on this blade. So, little fabricating. It's been a while since I've done a video on the snowplow build here. I'm just gonna run through some of the things I've done. I still got this cold, whatever I got, some kind of bug. I'm gonna move this camera a little bit here and get it. I'll just show you where we are here. Oh, so I just welded that blade on there. I did a quick short video, and I just welded that blade on there. Yeah. So the idea, I haven't put that on yet. I got this so I can take it off. That's my pole for my flag. But just in case I need to open the hood, right? So I'm going to show you inside what I did. I put a control box right there. I seen somebody on YouTube did that, and I don't know who it was, or I would give him a shout out. That wasn't my idea. I just welded a plate under there, and I've got that bolted to the plate, and run the wires down through and up. I put a fuse box in there. Yeah, so the top one is on the winch, and the other two, the yellow one is on my little toggle switches here. Now I didn't have up and down, so this would be like up, and then that one will be down till I get the proper toggle switches. I moved the battery. I made it so I can actually put a little car battery in here. I just built that up for now, but I can put a small car battery in here. Being that the winch draws a lot of power, I'm figuring it's gonna suck the juice. So, and I don't know the charging system on this tractor yet, whether it charges, whether the stator's any good or not. I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna stop the camera for now. I'm gonna disconnect the wires. I want to show you how easy it is to take that off. Okay. I had to take the fuses out, or they'd be hot. So I got to figure something out there how to not make it hot. That's it. Easy peasy. So I got it. So that will lock into, where are we here? Into here. Push that in. And that bolt goes in there, and then this comes out and stops it from going down. And then the same with the back one. Initially this was the other way, I just spun it around. and then I made that to fit it. So when I hook it up again, I'll put this in first, hook it up, and then pick this up and lock it in. But anyways, I gotta cut that off. I just welded that on there. There's more pieces I'm gonna add to that. I don't know if I can. They're somewhere else right now, but anyway. And then this will drop down. It's kind of hard to drop down. I haven't welded that yet. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. But I had an extra one of those from my trailer thing. So I'm going to weld that on there. And yeah, it's going to come out. It's going to come out here before the blade comes on. I've got to have some kind of center pin there. Have it so that the blade can angle at least one position. But anyways, that's where we're at the moment. Okay. Well, I got an angle iron at the top. I bolted it on so I can replace it. This is going to be the bottom, and this is going to be the top. I welded the one on the top. With the bottom one, I can, if it wears out, I can take that off and exchange it. This is what I had a few years ago I made. So this part was on the tractor, and this part was on the blade. I cut it off. And then it went in there. A pin would go in there. And then the settings, there was one setting it could go to on each side. So instead of using that again, I'm going to make a new one. So this piece is going to mount onto the blade. And then this piece is going to mount on the front of this. And I'm going to go with bigger pins than I had last time. That won't fit in there. These are 3/4 inch. So that'll go on there. And I'll have one setting that I can lock it. So, and then I'm going to have one setting on the other side that I can lock it. And then all this has to be done manually for now. Now, that's just over 1/8 of an inch thick plates. I got a steel thing in there, but I'm going to do something unorthodox. I'd like to have this whole thing solid, but then how do you do that? So I'm going to pour Portland, not cement, but Sika grout in there, Sika 212 in there. I'm going to make that solid. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm just going to pour it in there. Let it get hard. And then before it gets hard, I'm going to weld that on there. And fill it full of, I want it solid. These things are gonna, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on these, and that's not that thick of a metal. On that one, I put washers, I welded washers on it, but they're gonna wear. I don't know. Anyways, if it don't work, I'll just have to redo it, make a new one. But I want this solid. So I'm gonna pour some grout in there. I'm gonna do that now and see what happens. Put some side pieces on it. One on that side, one on that side. So that's what the blade is starting to look like. welded my block on here. This piece will go in there. This piece will weld onto that blade. Now I gotta cut that out there. So that'll go in the hole for my one angle. I should be able to have 3 pins in there in the straight position. Almost there. So I'm gonna weld this onto here. There's my blade. It's not welded yet. I gotta bend this towards the blade a bit more, then weld that on. This will be the top piece, and then I'll have one on the bottom that's welded to the blade as well. Getting there. Well, we're just gonna do a little test. We're not there yet, but I still gotta weld my bottom one on there. And still gotta put a hook there somewhere. Yeah. Almost there. What I'm doing here is, okay, this is the top of the blade. Because this is going to pivot, this is going to be in the way. So I'm going to cut this and then cut that one so that I have room to, when it turns, when it angles. And I've got to work on that bottom piece, get it welded on here. Hopefully get both ends, the top and the bottom secured. And then I'm going to weld that to that. So this is the bottom. And I've got a chunk of steel here, about 1/4 inch thick. I'm gonna weld it onto this. I've got some cardboard right in there, a bit of a spacer, so that when I take it off, I want a little bit of a gap there. And I'm just gonna do a little tack weld, let it cool down, and then see if I can take this out. But this piece is gonna weld onto that there. Okay, we're gonna do a little welding. Well, it's getting late. Tomorrow's another day. Well, got it finished. Just had it on that, hanging on the hoist there. I got it painted black. But we're done. Painted that black. I don't think it's wheel horse red by any means, but it is red. Got the blade done. We added an extra support there. Am I hooked? Yeah. We're gonna install it now. Well, I'm gonna show you guys how I put this on here. Put the back on first. Okay. It's on. Oh, it's on now. Okay. That's that. So I got it so I can go that way. Just one, I think that's why I can go that way. Painted these. This goes this way. There. Hee-hoo. I got a little cover there. I just painted it. I'm gonna put this cover on here so that this cable can't fall off. I just painted it. Let it dry. But there we go. I don't know. Who knows yet? I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Won't know till I test it out. Perfect. Well, this is February the 6th. We don't have much snow here in Ontario. Apparently out east they're getting it all. They got all the snow. We didn't get any. So I'll test this out on another video. This one's already pretty long. So anyways, there's my redneck build for this video. And yeah, so I'll do another video on testing it out and see if it's going to work or going to break or what it's going to do. But anyways, bye for now. Thank you.